With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start the drive with Cook, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though.
32.
To throw on second down is Stafford. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Blitz coming and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near... the 49-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
3rd and 4.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to the ground, Cook. Touchdown, Seattle. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, it's probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 17-yard line. In motion left, Hardman. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Looking to throw, Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game, able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll begin by running the option. Juke, and brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
The Seahawks at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On 2nd down, Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
Seven Pirates. Go.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Hey, Crash. 70 Rangers, 7 Warriors, 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. Taken down at the 47-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Cook following the penalty, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Line of scrimmage to 43 on 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right.
19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
2nd and 4. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now they'll audible to something else.
Cup 19.
In motion right, that's Hamler. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kenneth Walker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurt. Let go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Okay, ready?
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score.
Okay,
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
19
Now they'll change things up.
19 tight. Bronco 80.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That complete to Downs. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
and 18.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Ready,
After
check.
the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Cougar 19. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Finding Pickens for another catch. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Pickett looking to change things up. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will knot us up at 10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Check, hurt, hurt. 65 catch, 65 catch. Hut, hut.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Ready, ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Let's go now.
Second down and 8. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 33. 121 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They need 2. Here's third down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Here's Walker. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ken Walker with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Seahawks 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
15-yard line.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll dump this off to Cook. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Panther 60. Set. Hurt. Dragon 60. Let go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. Go, Chap. Ready.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Down the right sideline. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Now for the point after. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. And Walker once more. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 151 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 68 yards. And the Steelers, on the final play of the third quarter, have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now. Timberwolves.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Big Lion.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Walker now on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks 20-yard line.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And quickly they get to the line. Pickett going to move his guys around. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenneth Walker with career touchdown number 70. And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14.
31. Seahawks 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
2nd and 6. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready?
2nd and 5. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just one score. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 195 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd and 6. They run again with Walker. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett.